This is Greco Studios with Drifter Entertainment, where we go against the tide, working with L Director here, and we're looking to do a challenge.
Yes, and I'm L Director. This is L Director Vision, and you're watching Indie Rebel, Hollywood effects without the Hollywood budget. So now that we got the formalities out of the way, what's up,
Right?
dude? First of all,
Uh,
I guess we should mention why we're doing this on Zoom and not in person, huh?
right. Well, it's been a long time since we've done a collaborative project like this outside of independent filmmaking or shorts. And the thing is that you're about what 1,000 miles away. You're over in Montana. I'm over in Washington, so it's quite a bit of ways. It's about a 4.5 hour drive,
Yep.
and it's even more difficult to reach each other because of the snow on the passes. There are two passes to get over to where you're at. And it just makes it easier to go back and forth like this. So we do this anyways, right? We
Yep.
bounce ideas off each other, and we figured why not? Let's get into it. Let's make the video and do something.
Okay. My wife just got home, so that's why the dog's going off here.
Chris, let's just give a little reminder. Talk a little bit about yourself and your experiences with film, really quick.
Oh, geez. The short version, I've been making movies since I was old enough to draw flip books. My parents gave me my first video camera when I was 10, and I just fell in love with telling visual stories. I took a video production class, 2 years of high school, my last 2 years. That's where I learned about digital editing, digital filmmaking. Graduated, did a bunch of short films. I've done 3 features. We've shot part of a 4th that we're changing the direction on that now, turning it into a documentary. And I spent the past 7 years serving as a visual effects supervisor for a small outfit down in North Idaho before COVID struck and I lost my job. So now I'm back out here in Montana, which is the state that I love, and running L Director Vision on YouTube, teaching other people how to make movies when you don't have the money to do so.
Nice, and I've seen your channel, a lot of stuff, and it, it's it's really great stuff that you have on your channel. No longer an excuse. Hollywood can do this. I
Yeah.
mean, you're showing everybody that you can.
Well, and the best thing too is the Hollywood tools are now available for free, like Fusion and Resolve and stuff like that. Things that have been used on Hollywood productions. You can get your mids on for free.
Right,
Right.
right.
What
Not
about you?
everything has
What's
to
your
be.
background?
Well, my background, I've been, I've loved movies. I didn't realize that I wanted to be involved in making movies until high school. In high school, I thought I wanted to get into 3D animation and graphics, but I didn't focus a lot on video production until my senior year in high school. And then at that point, I got into a video production class just like you. And we were rival schools, actually. You and I went to rival schools,
Yes,
which
we
is funny.
did.
And the teacher that I had was great. It's not about I can't do it. It's about how you're going to get it done. And just all these different ways, like a boom pole. You don't need a boom pole. You can just use painter's pole, right? It's a lot heavier, but you still make it work.
Just a job.
So there's a lot of that I was introduced to, and then the kind of the professional lingo, and got to work with some pretty cool camera equipment, XL2s, Canon XL2s back then,
Yeah.
right? GL2s, the big DV, videotape, digital video stuff. And then after that, I started jumping into it. And then you and I met. A funny story that I don't want to get into right now, but
Oh, come on.
it,
Maybe later. Give this video a like and a thumbs up if
it,
you want to hear the story on how we met.
um, uh, but so, anyways, it was something where we met up through a mutual friend, um, and found out that you and I really were passionate about movie making. My path directed me onto getting into college, and doing my other love, which is education. I love teaching, and but filmmaking is also something I hope to instill in students and showcase it for them, that they don't have to wait and they don't have to be internet famous to make a movie or to make a video, but give them all the know-how on how to do it. So that's where I'm at, and I'm at a position now in my career where I can start getting back into filmmaking and making movies and just doing what I love. So I get to do two things I love.
Awesome. That's the best way to do it too. So this challenge, how did this whole challenge in this new series that we're starting together come about? We talked before about doing projects together. Now we live so far apart, we can't really do projects together. And I've got my channel and you're wanting to grow your channel. And it's like, you know, we talked about having a combined channel, but I didn't want to work on multiple channels, you know? And so we kind of came up with this idea, and I want you to explain kind of what this is going to be.
Yeah, so I'm like you said, growing a channel. Uh, there are going to be parts of the channel. One is going to be video production. The other is going to be a travel series that I'm starting. We're starting it out called Trekking with the Trekkers, and wanted to just make it you do your own, I'll do mine, but we'll also be doing it together. And by that, I mean I'm going to be recording my stuff. You'll be recording your stuff, putting it on your channels, but they'll be linked. I mean, at the end of the videos, they're going to say, check out El Directors or check out Trex's video. And so it's a collaborative project to get everything to come together. But in the end, our own styles, our own way of doing things are going to be showcased through this.
Yeah.
And we'll come together at the end after we're done with the challenge. And the challenges are film related. Uh, and at the end of it, we'll come together and take a look at the videos and see how well we did and points of this could have been done better or this was done really well.
And just to clarify, the overall idea behind the challenge is that he's going to challenge me to do something. I'm going to challenge him to do something. We don't know what the other person's going to challenge us to do, but then we got to go make a short film or a video, depending on what the thing is, based around that idea of the challenge. And probably most of the time they're going to be short films, narratives. I think that's good and fun to do. And it kind of gets in that spirit of like even like a 48-hour film festival where they give you like the Easter eggs like we've experienced before of, okay, someone has to be walking backwards every time in the frame and stuff. And I hope we don't go that crazy. I hope it's more of a technical thing that we're working on, but they should help us
Maybe we'll
grow
get
as
bored.
filmmakers. What's
Maybe
that?
we'll get bored.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get to a point where like, okay, let's have it where people are walking backwards. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they're walking backwards, but we have to make it film where it looks like they're going forward.
Hey, I've
That
already
would
done a
be
spoof on Tenet. Okay, I got that one in the bag.
so. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of one of those fun little things back and forth, and we'll also have viewers giving us suggestions, getting them involved. Maybe there's somebody that pops up and they're like, I want to be a guest on this show because more than anything, it is kind of like a show.
Yeah.
And you get to just see the two sides of the same coin with what we're doing.
This is kind of the next level of our old drift radio that we had back in the day 10 years ago. You know, it was an internet radio show. Now we're using YouTube and doing an internet film show kind of a thing like this, but still the two of us talking about movies and making movies and challenging each other to go make more movies, and but with imposed limitations.
Right. Now, one of the things to keep in mind is that these are being filmed over the course of a few weeks. And the reason is, well, most of us, I don't know about you, but I know for me, it's going to be filmed over the course of a few weeks because I have a family, I have a work life. But the nice thing is that it is a challenge nonetheless to kind of get it figured out, spend a little time to find out where we can get this right.
Yeah. And it's fun too, especially making it a narrative. It's like that creative essence is always going to be going. I'm like, okay, I've got to do what? Oh, what kind of story can I make around that and stuff? So it should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this. So with that said, I guess let's get to challenging each other here. What is your challenge for me?
So I know the camera that you use, your baby, is an Ursa Mini, right?
Ursa Mini 4K.
4K. So it was before the 4.6.
I
global short shutter.
Yeah,
global shutter. Beautiful camera. Beautiful camera. I think it's highly underrated because of the global shutter. I mean, I was working on my cell phone and the just Jello, the Moraine was horrible moving the camera around. But even with those strengths, I know the kryptonite to your Ursa, and I know you've gotten it to work out a little bit. And you've made it look really good. But my challenge to you is to use nothing but candlelight.
Are you serious?
Okay? Yeah, nothing but candlelight. So I got to use candlelight, and that's your lighting.
Do I get any creative leeway here to be able to like reinforce other light and stuff like that and things? Because I mean, if I got to do candlelight, I'm limited to either a power outage or a seance, kind of a situation. So can I do like moonlight coming in through windows and that kind of a thing at all? Just so that way
I
you're
mean,
looking at a total black background.
I mean, if it's present, sure, but it's got to be candlelight.
Okay.
It's got to
Challenge
be
accepted.
candlelight for the majority of it.
I'll see what I can do with
Being
this.
out in Montana, I shouldn't have said that because being out in Montana, you guys' full moon is probably pretty bright.
It can be, yeah. We were known to have some good moons out here.
All
Northern
right.
Lights, the whole 9 yards. We were actually out last night on the patio, just looking at up at the stars until we got too cold when we came in. All right,
Too late
challenge
to
for
change
you.
it to just Northern Lights.
What's that?
Is it too late to change it to just Northern Lights? That's all you can use.
Yeah, too late.
Okay.
I'm taking the candles.
All
so,
right.
so my challenge for you: you have a new toy that you bought over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
You bought a drone, and you've got one that's got a different camera than mine. We've got the same drone body. We got the Mavic 2s. I bought the zoom because I wanted that parallax as objects are moving, because to me that's a higher budget look. But you went for something because of your travel series and what you want to do that can film in like really low light situations. It's got a magnificent Hasselblad camera on it. You got the Mavic 2 Pro. So my challenge for you is you have to film a short narrative using only the camera on that drone.
Okay.
And you can interpret that however you want, but that has to be your source sensor for everything in that short film is on the drone. You can hold the drone and move it around like a gimbal. You can fly it. That's what I would do. But it has to be all filmed with that. Now, the challenges with that are going to be no sound. The drones don't even have a scratch track on them. So you're going to have to figure out, are you going to do a silent film that visually conveys everything? You put some nice music behind, which, by the way, has to be royalty free. Or are you going to do ADR? Are you going to do dual system sound? I mean, you got a lot of stuff you can kind of think through, with
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it. That'll take a little research.
Yeah.
Because and like you said, the thing I bought the drone for was for the travel series, so you get those nice sweeping shots. We actually got some really cool fireworks shots off of that thing where you said I was crazy for taking it up at night. It was like my second day with a drone, and it was almost flying into a tree, and you're like, tree, tree, tree. But yeah, okay. I definitely that'll be nice. They'll let me get to know the camera and the drone a little bit better. So
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I'm excited for this. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
right. Okay, so we have our challenges. We are going to come back and do our little. This is the making of. This is the video, and we'll come back together and talk about our projects and what we found worked and what we didn't, and then show everybody watching this our finished product.
I think it sounds good. So yeah, we're gonna do basically there's 3 videos involved. We've got this challenge video right now where we challenge each other. And then we're going to have our short films uploaded to our own channels. And then do we want to do the making of and have those uploaded too?
Yep.
Okay. So we got the 3 videos out of this. And then if anyone's watching this has an idea for a challenge you'd like to see us do next, either one person or the other, or have us both do the same challenge, because that could be fun too. Go ahead and comment down in the description below what that challenge for us is. Make it fun, make it exciting. It's just, something that we could do with narrative type films. And don't make it silly like everyone walks backwards. Not yet. Give us something more fun to do right now.
give it a challenge that's realistic too. But yeah, make sure you click like and subscribe too to the channels, and both mine and El Director's. And let's go make a film.
All right, you guys have heard of the challenge. I'm El Director. This is El Director Vision. You've been watching Indie Rebel, Hollywood effects without the Hollywood budget.